Hey, welcome back to the Build Show. Steve Basic here. I'm live from the closet. Yeah, we're in the master closet of the Ranch Remodel. And I thought I'd just run through a series of decisions that we made out here that I think are pretty cool decisions in how we laid out this space for kind of his and her sharing of this common closet. I'm down in the deep end here. You see I got the L-shaped rods here and then the lower rod here. So this is his part of the closet. He gets a nice little dresser here. So he's got 4 drawers. Here, as we move up here, she has a couple double rods there, single rod here with a hat shelf. She's got a beautiful dresser here. It does a little bit of what I call coastlining. You see it comes out. It allows these middle drawers to be a little extra deeper to furnish. We got a lot of nice deep drawers here for, say, sweater storage, all of that. We got a nice big 7-foot mirror here that goes wall to wall from the dresser almost up to the ceiling there. And then we have a couple cool little things, right? So when you want to see what you're wearing for the day and you want to do those comparative outfits, we got these little temporary hangers you can hang down here. But one of the key things in any closet is, do I have a mirror and where does it go? So in this one, we took a unique approach and actually built a pocket door mirror. So the mirror here slides in and out of this little pocket, but it gives you that full-length mirror to use, but then it doesn't take up any space, and we can push it out of the way when we're not using it. The choices in here, although we have Doug fir throughout the house, we chose to go with maple in here for a couple of reasons. One, we wanted something a little different, but we felt that the lighter color of maple kind of bounced the light around in here a little bit better and just added a slightly different scene to all the Doug fir that's happening around the house. As far as shelving goes, we chose to go with a rod and solid wood shelving instead of the wire-coated stuff that you would typically see in a lot of closets these days. But overall, really, really cool closet. We have some deep, hat drawers here, some more shelving for her. So all in all, pretty cool closet. Let's jump back to the studio. We'll break out the shop drawing and we'll talk a little bit more about closet planning. I'll see you back at the studio.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the studio. Got a big smile on my face because you know what I'm thinking about, right? Not Big Red, no. What I'm thinking about is, how the hell did this guy think he can do a 20-minute video and talk about the walk-in closet? Well, it's a pretty interesting walk-in closet. Certainly not the biggest walk-in closet I've ever been in. Sad to say, I've been in a 2,200 square foot walk-in closet, if you can believe it. But anyways, this one here was fun to design, and it's really interesting because you can sit there and say, well, you can design houses and rooms and interiors and all of this stuff, but when it comes right down to it, when you look at the closet, well, there are certain zones in the closet that need to do certain things, that have to have certain responses to it, and this one just came out really nice, I think. And of course, the guys at Traditional Woodworks just do a fabulous job on working up the cabinetry, working out that sliding mirror pocket door, which I thought was a pretty neat detail to kind of highlight in the closet. Anyways, besides got an itchy nose, let's break out the drawings. Let's talk about this even more in detail. So let's get on these drawings and let's get Big Red to work. All right, so broke out the floor plan. I figured we'd start there, but have some elevations to look at too. But before we start anything, I want to give a shout out. I got a little 10-year-old friend out there. His name is Gray Brungart. he watches my videos every week religiously. He goes up to his room, he designs houses, 10 years old. He's totally into it. He is certainly one of my biggest fans. So I just wanted to give a shout out to my buddy Gray, who's 10 years old. So, Gray, this video is for you, buddy. So follow along, man. All right. So we're in that closet. I was standing back there. When I designed the closet, it's a his and hers closet. We didn't have room to break them out separately, so we had to break them out as within the closet itself. So we have this dresser area here, which is for her. We have some rod space with a small dresser here for him. And then we have some additional rod space there. That's a single rod. And this is a double rod. And the reason for that is women have taller hanging stuff, so you want to hang it, the dresses and such, and then you have short shirts, skirts, and all that stuff, so you can capitalize on the space and put double rod in. And then we used this shelf as the divider between the single and the double, as well as had some drawers in here. So we have places for hats and such. And then, like I said, the built-in dresser. And then we have that full-length 7-foot mirror here, right? So that we can get a good peek, make sure we're looking appropriately. I use the word coastlining. So that's where the edge of the cabinetry actually, has some variation to it. And starts to look like the coast of the ocean there, right? So we bumped it out. It's just a nice way to kind of highlight that, as well as you get a, plus 3 inches on those drawers and get a little deeper drawer. And then lastly, the highlight, so here's that pocket, and then we slide out that pocket mirror. And the nice thing about having it there is you get a really good distance. We're talking, this is probably 12 feet plus or minus. So you can get that view from far away. You can get it at 6 feet. You can get it at 3 feet, whatever you need. And then when you don't need it, you simply tuck it back into the pocket and it's out of the way. So anyways, let's take a look at this plan in elevation. So these are the drawings that I sent out to Traditional Woodworks. So I work with the client and develop the initial idea. We send it off to them. They send back shop drawings of how they're actually going to build it, fully dimensioned, and looking for my okay. So here's the door coming in. Here's that mirror that we talked about. All right. This is that cabinet. That's basically 3 pieces. That center piece here is the piece that comes out, that 3 inches. Remember how we said that coastlines in. You get a whole series of drawers here. So it's basically a built-in dresser for her. And then we have that supporting wall to divide it up. And then that takes us into his part. So again, that's hers. And that's the mirror. On his part, he gets a single rod here to the divider. And then he gets a rod there and a rod there that turn the corner and come here and complete into there. So he gets that double rod out of the corner. He gets a small little 30-inch single height space for longer coats and all of that good stuff. Then it turns the corner, and we can see how much my good buddy Bruce rates. He gets 4 drawers instead of the 15, but Bruce is a really good guy. He didn't have a problem with it. We all take what we need. So flipping to the mirrored side here, you can see when you come in the door, there's that double rod section that we talked about. So, and this is on the her side, right? But has the ability to hang shorter stuff and still get a shelf up on top. So really good use of storage. And of course you have shoe storage, and that's true of everywhere along the bottom of the closet here. We get that shoe storage happening. And then, I like to use these dividers. It just helps divide it up visually, but it also allows to help stiffen the whole system, right? Kind of think of this as this kind of tower that helps support those rods. And actually, we ended up, in the end, making a few of those drawers for her. And then over here, we have that single rod, so we get the taller dress hanging stuff. And then we have a couple shelves up on top here for hats and such. All right, there's the side section of that dresser and shelf and rod. And then, of course, there's that pocket. So there's our slide out mirror here that slides in and out of that pocket when we need it. So, it's really interesting because you'd sit there and say, oh, a walk-in closet is pretty simple. You just go in there and, certainly lay out some shelving, some rods. But, when you're doing a custom residence, we like to think about what it is your needs are. And some people might need more drawers, more hanging, more shoe space, whatever the case is. So, the beauty of custom is you get to have it your way, within reason and within the space. A lot of times we'll substitute and not necessarily build them out like this. There's numerous closet companies that you can go to. They'll come in, you talk it through. They have a nice modular system. They plug it in, and you get some pull-out drawers and all of that good stuff. But here we wanted to take that up a notch or two. So anyways, that is that walk-in closet from the studio. And again, we'll close it out saying thank you to my biggest fan, Gray, 10 years old. Go have fun, Gray. Send me some sketches of your favorite closet design, and we'll talk to you real soon. Wow, we did it. We successfully made a video about the walk-in closet. So it's a pretty damn good video too, I think. Anyways, hope you enjoyed it. Big Red had a lot of fun. Put him to work today. If you're looking for more, as always, you can find a whole bunch of videos, over a year's worth, that I've been producing for the Build Show Network. Go check them out. Science says, watch them 7 times to really grasp the content fully. So when you're done watching all of them 7 times, go check out my buddies Jake, Matt, Brent, and Wade. All doing a fabulous job, turning out some really great work. All great guys, know them all personally, good buddies, and really turning out some great work. If you want to go beyond, you can find me on Instagram, Steve Basic Architect. I'm there. Give me a follow, and I try and post stuff almost daily, so you can check it out there. And then lastly, yes, you can find me on the Unbuilded podcast. I hang out with my good buddies Jake and Peter, and we break down all kinds of building science concepts and chat it up about everything we know. So Peter, of course, has got 70 years of experience, and Jake and I each have a few. So we rely on him pretty heavily. So go check it out. Unbuild It Podcast.